So just a quick update here. I mean, oh my goodness. We're uh we're 1-7 overall. So I think the official tanking has started to kick in as we are halfway through the season now, and we are 1 win and 7 losses. So we might start tanking. We can take a look at the available draft board here and what it's projected to be looking like. I mean, a QB is potentially going to go 1-2 in the draft there. Of course, these things can change, but there's right guards up there. We scouted one of them, Conrad McQueen. Third round talent though. It's not looking really good. But we're gonna try looking at some other offensive linemen. I mean, there's some other people that we might have our eyes on. We're gonna look at this left end. We're gonna look at some other positions as well. We could really use a defensive tackle. If you look at our defense, obviously, if you watched our last game against the Rams, we were roasted by their offense. I mean, they scored 52 points. Our defense is atrocious. I mean, the cornerback position, we've got 5 of them on the roster. We have a B overall score for them. That's the best. I mean, look at the rest of this defense. It's disgusting. That's going to be our primary focus going into the free agency and the draft period at the end of this season. And like I said, we're currently 1-7. So if we do decent enough in the tanking department, we'll get some good draft picks. As the offense is concerned, when it comes to, I mean, we've got Deshaun Watson. We're going to keep him. Our halfbacks aren't that great in the game, but on paper they look decent. Philip Lindsay, David Johnson. I feel like we can get away with them for another year. We don't necessarily have to go out there and grab a running back unless there's a really enticing option in free agency, maybe even the draft, because I do know that we did scout a decent one. This guy right here, his name was actually in the news tab. So, but he's a projected first-round pick, and he is a first-round talent. But if he's not there, he's kind of tall too, 6 foot for a running back. If he's not there, then we just won't worry about it. So basically, in the draft, we are going to focus on our defense primarily, and also our offensive line. So basically, whatever we don't find, whatever defense, offensive line, whichever one in free agency isn't looking like it's a good option in free agency, we're going to get through the draft. But so we're going to have to make those decisions when the offseason comes. But I mean, left tackle looks decent. That's an A-. But other than that, I mean, look at right tackle, right guard, left guard. So both our guards and our right tackle, we need to find better for those positions. When it comes to center, if we're focusing on our guards and our right tackle, I feel like we can get away with center just a tiny bit. Another thing that we can do is we can draft or sign really good centers, 1 or 2 of them, and slide them into that guard and tackle position. Because I believe it's easier for a center to transition into a guard or a tackle position than it is for a guard or tackle to transition into that center position. So if I'm not mistaken there, we could go that route as well. But right now, the guards are number 2 on the offensive list, but number 1 is that right tackle position. Tight end, it says we have a C, but again, we're using that rookie, Brevin Jordan. He's doing really decent for a rookie, especially for not a super high draft pick, but we didn't draft him. This is our first season, so he's an actual rookie in real life, I believe. So the Texans drafted a real person named Brevin Jordan. So we're using him at tight end. He's doing pretty decent for where we are right now in the season. And then for wide receivers, we'll take a look at that later down the line. We have some potential there that could potentially grow, or we just throw the ball to Brevin Jordan all day. Deshaun Watson can also just run, apparently. But defense is the main thing we're going to be looking at. I mean, like free safety, a D, defensive tackle, a D. So we're going to be looking at defensive tackles and free safeties. We can also look at maybe, maybe some left or right ends that we can transition to defensive tackle if we need to. I mean, if there's a big enough boy, we can do it. There's also the option of bringing in some big boy safeties that can play linebacker possibly. So we'll see how it goes. But I just wanted to also show you guys how badly our team is doing when it comes to injury reports, because that is a huge part of of our season right now. This is a problem. So yeah. So Brandon Dunn is out for 2 weeks with an abdominal tear. We've got dislocated wrist with Justin Reed. He's out for 1 week. 3 weeks with an abdominal tear for Max Sharping, our left guard. This could be another reason why all of these grades are so low and we're losing games so badly. I mean, look at this. Brandon Cooks is out for 4 weeks, abdominal tear. Marcus Cannon, 2 weeks, broken ribs. Cameron Johnston, 3 weeks, abdominal tear. Chris Conley, wide receiver, 6 weeks, dislocated knee. Neville Hewitt, 2 weeks, broken ribs, our linebackers. So this could be another reason why we're losing so badly. So hopefully when these guys come back, we look better and more promising for the future. But by that point, we're probably going to be like, 1-12, and we need to stay down there by that point. Because since we're 1-7, we basically have to win 10 to make the playoffs. Usually is what you kind of want to aim for, which means we'd have to win the last 9 games of the season, and I don't think we can do that. So there's a little bit of an update for you guys.